Most of us have played a game of cards at some point or another. But there's a peculiar thing about a game of cards. Once the dealer shuffles the deck and deals the cards, we as players have no control whatsoever which cards we get in the end. Yet, we still play the game. Amusingly, life is very similar to playing a card game. And in many instances, life deals us a hand we did not choose. For example, we are born at a place and at a time we did not decide. We did not have a say in who our parents would be or what color skin we would be. But we are all here, so now let's play the game and the cards entirely as it is. One other thing, every day we are dealt with new cards in the form of moments or situations, events, incidents, episodes, and even results. So how we face up to and play these moments will ultimately determine the quality of life we create and experience. Our actions and reactions will define our very existence on this earth. Sometimes we think that we are in total control of our life, and to some extent that is true. But there are so many other instances where we are not in control. For example, take the weather. We cannot control the weather, nor can we control a traffic jam. We cannot control other people's behavior, and definitely we cannot control inherited or genetic illnesses. So we may not be able to control all these things that happen around us, but there is a good thing that we do have control over our thoughts. So we can either create or destroy our world by the way we choose to think. Our thoughts have the power to either help us overcome our problems or completely drown and destroy us. Somebody has aptly reflected that negativity breeds negativity. The mind is compared to a garden. You grow and reap what you sow. So for example, if you plant roses in your garden, you'll get a beautiful landscape. However, if you plant weeds, you will end up with a big mess. So the mind is like a garden. We must be very careful which thoughts we plant into our mind. Many people sadly lose control of their thoughts, and negative thinking is like quicksand. The more negative you think, the more negative you become. In this state of mind, problems tend to become magnified. Negativity demotivates us and it confuses us. It steals our will, our strength, and our courage. With time, we are trapped in a downward spiral, weakening our health and our state of mind. There's no more peace and happiness is lost. So how can we change this negative mindset, this attitude? Well, the first thing to do is to accept. Secondly, to embrace. And thirdly, to move forward. If we can learn to handle our situation by mastering our thoughts, we will become masters of our life. Remember, external factors may not change, but internally, we do have the power to change our attitude. And one such person who applied this was Ashish Goyal. He was a bright young boy growing up in Mumbai, India. Suddenly, at the age of 15, he was diagnosed with a rare disease that slowly affected his vision. And by the age of 18, he became totally blind. In many ways, this is worse than having been born with blindness. So if we were blind from birth, we wouldn't have seen the world which we see. However, to go blind at the age of 18 was really tragic. So how did Ashish deal with this? What could he do about it? And what kind of life did he live after this tragedy? Well, first thing is that Ashish accepted the fact that there was no cure for this blindness. Secondly, he embraced it. And finally, by doing this, he was now in a position to move forward. Ashish found ways to cope with the new disability, and he also overcame so many obstacles by developing new skills. He became the first blind person to graduate with an MBA from Wharton Business School. He also moved to London, and he worked for JP Morgan, and he was recognized as the world's first blind trader, further progressing his career at several prestigious asset management firms. He even has a Wikipedia page dedicated to his story. In 2009, Ashish represented Metro London Sports Club, and his team won the UK domestic blind cricket tournament. What a great achievement. Another such person was the former president of India, the late APJ Abdul Kalam. He has written many books, and in one of his books, My Journey, Transforming Dreams into Actions, he mentions that it was my dearest dream to pursue a career in flying. But I failed because I wanted to become a fighter pilot. I could not. He was interviewed for a position with the Indian Air Force. But in the examination, he was ranked 9 out of 25 candidates, and he missed out on filling one of the 8 available slots. So he wrote in the book that I walked around for a while until I reached the edge of a cliff before deciding to go to Rishikesh and seek a new way forward. It is only when we are faced with failure do we realize that these resources were always there within us. We only need to find them and move on with our lives. President Kalam deliberately maintained a positive attitude, and he became the greatest scientist in modern-day India. He accepted his reality, he embraced his skill sets, and he paved a positive path for himself. So in life, it's all about how we play our cards.